been one of the best gear purchases that I've made in the last couple years, especially when you factor in how much it costs and how much I've used it. There's so many different ways you can use a battery-powered amp. It's just really convenient. It can serve a ton of different purposes. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a couple of the different examples where I've found that I can use something like this. This is the Boss Katana, and it's priced at $100. There's also the Blackstar Fly 3. It's a 3-watt, similar kind of design, battery-powered amp. And I'm not going to talk too much about the guitar circuit or anything. This is the Katana modeling system. It sounds decent. But really where I've found this to be a great piece of equipment to have is in all of the extra features on the back. Now, the primary reason I'd gotten this was just for practice, especially if you're working on a touring show, on a road gig, or I was on a cruise ship 2 years ago when I bought this. It can be really like a huge undertaking to dig out all your equipment, find a place to plug it in, and set up your pedal board and plug into the amp and get everything out. When you've got a simple something like this that you can just take out of your gig bag, this actually does fit in my gig bag. All you need is your guitar, this little amp, and then a lead cable to go between the two. It's just a much more simple setup, and I think it's going to make it much more likely for you to want to practice. So for me, it's definitely worth the money in that regard. Now, if you don't have a quiet place to practice, you can use headphones, which is another really nice feature of a lot of battery amps, is that they have a headphone output on the back. And you might have been questioning, what's the battery life like on this? If you're using it at full volume, it's rated for like 6 to 8 hours or something like that. This thing gets surprisingly loud, and you're probably not going to use it at full volume. However, if you are using the headphone output, you're probably going to find that it's going to last like 12 or 14 hours. So the battery life is surprisingly good on this, and it actually does have a DC input, just like a standard pedal power supply, like a 1-spot would work for it. And I've done that plenty of times too. Now, with that headphone output, this can also be a really great solution for plugging into your phone and recording direct that way. If you're someone that just wants to create short, easy videos and you don't want to have to like drag along an interface in your laptop to record, the headphone output does have cabinet simulation on it, so you can plug this directly into your phone, or like what I did for this entire video so far, I plugged directly into my camera because my computer crashed a couple days ago. But the headphone output in the back has been super useful for that as well. Like I said, this amp is really loud. If you're playing an instrument that just needs a little bit of help in a rehearsal setting, it might actually work for that, just in a kind of like sit down in a living room like that. And you can use the auxiliary input on the back. Say you're plugging in an acoustic guitar. In this case, you would bypass all of the digital amp electric guitar modeling in here and just use this basically as a little PA speaker. And in the same way, the auxiliary input has become very useful for me when I'm holding rehearsals. Instead of just holding my phone up to the microphone to play back through the system, or having to plug my phone into the system, or even worse, holding my phone up to my guitar pickups, I can actually just plug it into this. And this is super simple. It's loud enough that the band members are going to be hearing it, and it's got plenty of bass to it, so you can actually hear what the example you're trying to present is going to sound like. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Share any comments that you might have on it. If you have another recommendation for a different battery-powered amp, I'm all ears. Open up a dialogue in the comments section. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and the subscription button. Maybe share it with a friend if you know someone that might benefit from it. So I'll see you in the next one.